Daly Cherry Evans' shock move to Hull FC. Rooster star confirms his next chapter. Breaking news from the world of rugby league. Daly Cherry Evans has made a stunning decision about his future, and it comes just hours after one of his biggest performances for the Sydney Roosters. The veteran playmaker has confirmed that he will leave the NRL at the end of the 2026 season and join English Super League club Hull FC for the 2027 season on a one-year contract. And the timing could hardly be more dramatic. Just hours before the announcement, Cherry Evans scored both of the Roosters' tries in a thrilling 12-6 victory over the Penrith Panthers. That victory pushed the Roosters to the top of the NRL ladder. So, while Roosters fans were celebrating a massive win, they were also hit with the news that one of their biggest stars will be heading overseas. Daly Cherry Evans has been one of the most respected players of his generation. At 37 years old, he is still showing that experience, leadership, and football intelligence can make a huge difference at the highest level. The move to Hull FC means Cherry Evans will continue his playing career in England rather than immediately retiring from rugby league. He will join Hull FC for the 2027 Betfred Super League season, where he is expected to bring enormous experience to the club. Hull FC will also have a new head coach in 2027, with Steve McNamara appointed to take charge from next season. For Hull FC supporters, this is a major statement of intent. They aren't simply signing an experienced halfback. They are signing a player who has spent more than a decade performing at the highest level of the game. And perhaps the most remarkable part of this story is what Cherry Evans did before announcing his future. He stepped onto the field against Penrith and delivered a performance worthy of a veteran superstar. The Roosters defeated the Panthers 12-6, with Cherry Evans scoring both of Sydney's tries. It was a crucial victory for the Roosters and one that moved them into outright first place on the NRL ladder. The win was particularly significant because Penrith had been one of the most difficult opponents for Sydney in recent years. But this time, the Roosters' defense held strong, and Cherry Evans was at the center of the story. At 37, he showed that he still has the ability to influence a major NRL match. His performance also added another remarkable achievement to his career. The Penrith match was his 373rd NRL appearance, moving him beyond Cooper Cronk and into second place on the all-time appearance list, according to reports. That tells you just how extraordinary his longevity has been. For many rugby league fans, Cherry Evans will always be associated with the Manly Sea Eagles. He spent more than 15 years with Manly and became one of the club's greatest players and leaders. Then came the major change. For the first time in his NRL career, Cherry Evans moved to another club, joining the Sydney Roosters for the 2026 season. The move itself was a major talking point. Could a veteran player approaching the end of his career still make an impact at a new club? The answer has been clear. Cherry Evans brought leadership, composure, and experience to a Roosters side with plenty of young talent. The Roosters' decision to bring him into the squad was about more than simply what he could produce with the football. He could also help guide the next generation of players. The official NRL profile lists Cherry Evans as a 5'8" and records his long-standing career with Manly before his move to the Roosters. Now, after just one season in Sydney, he is preparing for another completely different challenge. So why England? For Cherry Evans, this move represents a new chapter. Instead of ending his playing career in Australia, he will experience the Super League and life in the United Kingdom. For Hull FC, the signing could be enormous. A player with Cherry Evans' experience can provide leadership both on and off the field. He has played in big games. He has dealt with pressure. He understands how to control matches. And perhaps most importantly, he understands what it takes to lead a team. Hull FC will hope that experience can help accelerate the club's development under incoming coach Steve McNamara. The 2027 season could therefore become a fascinating new chapter for both player and club. But what about Sydney? The Roosters are now sitting at the top of the NRL ladder, and Cherry Evans' departure will create an important question for the club. Who takes over the leadership and experience he provides? The Roosters have young halves coming through the system, and Cherry Evans has already spoken about the importance of not staying in the game if he believes he could hold back younger players. That makes his decision particularly interesting. Rather than simply chasing another contract in Australia, he has chosen a completely different challenge. And importantly, his focus remains on finishing the 2026 NRL season strongly with the Roosters. There is still plenty of football to be played. The Roosters are now genuine contenders, and Cherry Evans will have one more opportunity to chase success in the NRL before beginning his English adventure. For Hull FC fans, expectations will obviously be high. But Cherry Evans is not arriving as a young player who will be expected to carry a team for the next 5 or 10 years. His communication and his understanding of how to perform when matches are tight. If he can stay healthy and adapt quickly to Super League football, Hull supporters could be in for a very exciting season. There will also be enormous attention on his first appearance in the famous black and white jersey. Cherry Evans' move is also another example of the growing connection between the NRL and Super League. Experienced Australian players continue to attract interest from English clubs, and the Super League can offer established stars an opportunity to extend their careers while experiencing a completely different rugby league environment. For Cherry Evans, it appears to be about more than simply playing another season. It's a chance to embrace something new. After such a long career in Australian Rugby League, England offers a completely different challenge. New teammates, new opponents, new stadiums, new fans, and a completely different lifestyle. So there you have it. Daly Cherry Evans has delivered one of the biggest rugby league stories of the day. He has confirmed that his NRL journey will come to an end after the 2026 season, and in 2027, the veteran superstar will wear the colors of Hull FC in the English Super League. And what a way to announce it. 2 tries, a 12-6 victory over Penrith. The Roosters moving to the top of the NRL ladder, and then the announcement of a brand new chapter. The question now is simple. Can Daly Cherry Evans finish his NRL career with a premiership and then make history with Hull FC? Only time will tell. If you enjoyed this update, make sure you subscribe, like the video, and turn on notifications for more rugby league news and updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.